All right. Hello, hello. Welcome. It's live.
We're live.
Newscast is live. Today is Friday, June 7th. We're very excited to be with you today. I'm Cindy Fisher, publisher.
I'm Todd Prater, staff writer.
And we come to you every Friday with the top headlines out of the Black Belt. We're your only live newscast out of the Black Belt. And we always have to talk about so many things. As I always say, visit blackbeltnewsnetwork.com to see what's going on in real time for all the stuff that we're publishing during the day. And sign up for our daily newsletter. We have a newsletter every day that goes out at 3 p.m. It has all the headlines. I have a lot of people that tell me they get that, and that's how they know what to click on and what's going on. And also send us your news at news@blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. I actually got an email today from the class of 1999 from Wilcox Central High School that are having their 25th anniversary, invited us to come and invited the community because they actually are having an event for that, which I thought was really cool that they're having an event for it. And let me see if I can find the details because I don't remember if it's the 15th. Yeah, it's the 15th. And they're having a family fun day and will also raise money for scholarships. So I thought that was really cool to do that as part of so it's from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Bessie Munden Park in Camden. So that's pretty cool. I think it's a good thing to do for your reunion.
Yeah.
My 30th reunion is this year.
I don't want to talk
30th high school reunion.
Last year.
I just graduated from high school, 5 years ago, right?
Yeah, I'd say 5. Yeah.
Right. Well, anyway,
10 years ago.
They sent their news and got theirs broadcast. Send your news to blackbeltnewsnetwork.com and we'll share your news. All right, let's launch. Let's launch in. What do you think?
Let's do it. I'm ready.
All right. Rockin' rib off.
Man,
that was a pretty good deal on Saturday.
Yeah, I ate some rib. I know I'm on a diet, but Saturday is my cheat day.
So it was protein.
I ate rib. Well, you know what, though? Ribs are healthy, right? Yeah. I'm going to tell you something. There was not a bad rib in the bunch. Everyone had good. I would love to judge it, but that'd be a tough job.
I would struggle.
Yeah, it would be a struggle. A great crowd was there. There were a lot of people enjoying ribs. See that smoke? It smelled like a little bit of heaven when you walk by. And, of course, there was also, you see down at the end down there, a kids zone. The kids had a blast. There were kids sliding down those water slides, jumping in the jumpy house. Clay Carmichael's daughter was there and said, "Aren't you that guy from the radio and from the news, from the Black Belt News Network?" Oh, well, yes, I am.
All right. Yeah. Well, it looks like the rain held off.
The rain, and one of the things that Josh and I talked about was how Josh Wilkerson, the president of the Black Belt Benefit Group, who put this on, they had a little bit of moment where they were trying to decide, should we keep doing it or should we not? So they said, let's just do it and pray for the best. And that worked because the weather was perfect. The sprinkles went away. Oh, live music all day on 2 different stages. Awesome. It was great. But it was it was overcast enough that it was cool, but it wasn't rainy, so it was perfect. The music was fantastic. There was music on the stage, on the side, like right there by the bridge tender's house. There was music in the old side porch building as well.
See, I wanted to dance with them, even though I can't hear it.
Yeah, oh, it was great. The main reason for the Black Belt Benefit Group putting on the rib off is to raise money for local charities. Last year it was tornado relief. This year it was for the Winston Williams, Dr. Winston Williams, homeless shelter that has just recently been opened by Pastor John Grayson, who is fantastic. And they were able to donate some money. Yesterday, I got to go and visit with some of the Black Belt Benefit Group folks and Pastor Grayson there. And he was telling us that in the backyard, they're going to hopefully put picnic tables, maybe some shaded area. Those are little squares in the background are for gardens, something to help keep the homeless people off the streets downtown. And they're outside. They're not allowed in the building during the day, but they could be there. That building behind us, and we're all talking, is the they call it the bunkhouse. It's being built for homeless families. A homeless family could stay there. Children not allowed in the main house during the day. A family could stay in that building. He's going to have 2 of them. Black Belt Benefit Group donated $10,000 to the Winston Williams homeless shelter, and Pastor Grayson said that money is going to go for some improvements, some cleanup, and some painting, some repairs, putting the tiles down inside, doing some more work on the building, and for supplies. He said it's going to be well spent, and he was so appreciative of what the Black Belt. $10,000. That's
a good number.
That is good. I know they're going to spend it quickly because they've got so much that they need, and that's the point. They have a need.
Yes, and we actually have done a story. If you go to our YouTube, you can see a story. There is a video of that bunkhouse for the families, because I've been through it before they were finished with it. So it's really great for them to have some separate rooms, a little separate for families.
Right. And it's actually still under construction. He's got a second one that's under construction that's going to be brought in also.
And I do want to mention, if you have a comment for us, we will be able to see it while we're live. So make a comment on the social media you're watching us on, and ask us a question. We'll be glad to answer it. I can see it right here, so just let me know.
And don't forget, too, there's details on this story and more, and ways you can donate to at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. So check that out.
This is a story we've been following for a couple of weeks. There have been a lot of issues with oh yes, that's the wrong video. Sorry. We've had quite a bit of issues with violence in the schools, or at least threats of violence in the schools. So after a really rough weekend of violence a couple of weekends ago, Selma City Schools, which has been trying for most of the school year to get with the city police department to get some school resource officers, finally got that accomplished.
Good deal.
It seems like it took putting the police chief on leave first in order to get it. That's an ongoing story as well. But this is Selma High School. They will be getting one of the 3 new officers that have been hired. Well, they have 2 out of 3. That they've hired 2. They are still interviewing for the 3rd person, and they're going to have them at each of the schools. They'll bounce around for some of the schools, but most of them, like R.B. Hudson and middle schools and the high school, will have someone full time there. The school districts has said they've been really trying to get these positions filled. Have been interviewing and also trying to figure out for the vehicles what they're going to drive. So they finally got that figured out as well. Good news for the Selma City Schools that they're going to be getting school resource officers in the schools, and that should help with safety.
Very good.
Let's switch over to Perry County for a sec. Marion's post office is set to get renamed. And this is I've got some video from Terry Sewell's office of Albert Turner Sr., who is being renamed for the post office there in Marion. And he is a very active civil rights activist. And he actually passed away in 2000, but at age 64. But he is his son, Albert Turner Jr., is still very involved. He is the commissioner for Perry County Commission and the chairman. So this is a movement by Terry Sewell to rename the post office Albert Turner Sr. So it made it through the House. Now it goes to the Senate, and we will keep you posted as that goes. Expected to pass, and that they will have a named after
Turner Sr. was a true champion for racial equality and justice in Perry County community. He co-founded the Perry County Civic League, which organized protests and boycotts for racial integration of schools and public facilities. His voter mobilization efforts inspired civil rights leaders and earned him the title of Field Secretary for the Alabama Southern Christian Leadership Conference. Even after the passage of the Voting Rights Act of 1965, Turner's commitment to the cause of Black advancement never wavered. He proudly led the Southwest Alabama's Farmers Cooperative Association to improve Black farmers' access to government loans and address the rising costs of agricultural machinery and supplies. He also served as a Perry County Commissioner for 4 terms, initiating and championing education, healthcare initiatives, and economic development for the poor and working class residents. Currently, his son, Albert Turner Jr., is serving as chairman of the Perry County Commission, carrying on his father's legacy, proud legacy of public service. The efforts of Albert Turner Sr. paved the way for the many of the freedoms that we as African Americans enjoy today.
See, and that's pretty powerful stuff. It's great stuff from Terry Sewell on someone that's really made a difference in the Black Belt. And he has many other things named after him too. So we'll keep you posted if that makes it and when that makes it through the Senate. All right. Let's talk about Laney's.
Can you hear me?
I can.
I cannot hear you, but I see Laney's is coming up.
Laney's.
Yeah. So I will tell you about Laney's. I got to go there today. Oh, my Lord, it smells good. And I got to talk to Mr. Floyd Hatcher. And, you know, a year ago, Laney's was damaged severely by the tornado that struck. And they decided just to knock the building down because they were going to remodel anyway. And it was so damaged. They knocked it down, built a bigger, better building. And it opened today after being closed for a year. There was a line. There was traffic. There were people inside. There's Mr. Allen, there's Mr. Floyd over there. He's working hard. He came out for a little while and talked to me and told me that they are not changing anything. Only the building is new. He was answering the phone. He was working. But he said that the food's going to stay the same. The service is going to stay the same. They just got a new building. And he thanked the Lord for everybody being safe in the storm and that they have, you know, literally weathered a storm for a year to get the building built and back open. But it is ready for everybody. Oh, my gosh. I can't wait to go and get a pool. I was going to do it today, but today's not cheat day. So I had to be careful.
Okay. Yeah. So we actually have a lot of coverage of there right after the tornado. I talked to them as well and the family, and really devastating because the family lives around that restaurant. All of them were impacted by the storm, all of them. So in the East Selma area. So it was really, really tough for them. So it's really good news that they're open. And I can't wait to go back as well. So another big thing we have where the Selma Sun has actually won some statewide press awards. We're very proud because Selma Sun is our print edition that covers Dallas County. You know, we expanded to be the Black Belt News Network so that we can cover more than just Dallas County. And we did that in March, even though we did have a storm. You know, I don't think about this because I just do. But the more I look back at 2023, it was a rough year. And even though we had that tornado in January, we still started the Black Belt News Network. So here we are. We were recognized. If you go to blackbeltnewsnetwork.com, you'll see the list of stuff that we've won. But one was for this very newscast, won first place in our category for videos. We're kind of innovative like that. We're kind of alone in some of these categories. We also won best podcast, and that's Todd over there. Oh wait, Todd who won that. Congratulations. That's right. So, yeah, we had a really great showing in our awards. And I also wanted to mention this weekend is coming up for Levitt AMP concerts are starting. And these are the free concerts that are June through October. And Asher Haven is going to be here on, I think it's the 22nd, June 22nd, as one of the, and actually my flute friend, Kim Scott. She and I played flute together in high school and college. Actually, we played some weddings together. And she is a very talented, well-known jazz flutist now. She was always better than me, so I knew she'd be famous. But I can't wait for her to get here. I'll do an interview with her when she comes. So real excited about their free concerts at the Riverfront Amphitheater in Selma. And they have spruced it up a little bit to be ready for this year's concerts. They got it last year as well. And it's through the Black Belt Community Foundation that they got the a grant to make it free for everyone to go. Vendors are also welcome. If you go to our story at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com, you can find out how to be a vendor. And Todd was going to share something that's coming up. What else is coming up this weekend? Or were you going to tell us about? Oh, you can't hear me. I forgot his sound is out. He's faking it really well, though. Sign up for our daily newsletter. We have every day at 3 o'clock. Make sure to sign up at Black Belt News Network. It will ask you within the first 3 seconds. Also, send us your news at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. And we always like to thank our advertisers. We cannot do it without you.
Thanks to Millers.
Yes, Randall Miller Funeral Home. Pre-planning your funeral will save your family from having to make the arrangements and guess what you want. So pre-plan it with Randall Miller Funeral Services at randallmillerfuneralservices.com. And, you can also be an advertiser, be a sponsor. We have so many ways for you to interact with us and to be an advertiser. Emails at news@blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. And also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. We have at Black Belt News Network many different ways. Our TikTok actually won 3rd place for best social media, by the way. So we have lots of different ways for you to get in touch with us, know what we're doing. And
I wish I could hear what you're saying.
I know. We're just a couple
I'm sure it's
more
good.
minutes. We will see you guys next week. Hopefully Todd will have his sound. Maybe he can read my lips.
See you next week. Is that what you said?
Yeah. See you guys next week. We'll be back.
Sorry.
See you then.